Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Andy, I'm 56 years old and I've just retired. And in these videos I'm going to be going through over the next 12 months, releasing a video every month, letting you know exactly how each month has gone with regards to finances, with regard to time I've spent, with regards to how retirement is happening for me. I worked for over 40 years and it's only now when I'm not actually working or doing anything to do with employment, which is so interesting. So I'm putting these videos together to describe how my first 12 months of my retirement is going. So let's start with what's going on over my right shoulder. So what's this all about? Well, I had a number of hobbies that I already had going in the background, and one of them was my koi pond. I built this back in 2020 when we had COVID hit and not a lot of people could do a lot of stuff. I'd already started building this, so I finished the build and continued with that, and then through a little bit of boredom, I suppose, or trying to find something to do because we couldn't go out and do anything, I started a YouTube channel called Koi Pond Lifestyle. Now I've run this channel now since May 2020, and I've recently become monetized. So when you have so many thousand views and so many thousand viewers subscribe to your channel, YouTube then says, right, well, every time an advert comes on, if people watch the advert, then we'll pay you a few pennies for them watching that advert. So I get paid for every 1,000 people that watch my YouTube channel. I get paid for every time they watch an advert, and there could be like 2 or 3 adverts in the channel and in the videos as they run. And what I've found over the time is that through the channel and making money from this, and once all the taxes have been taken off, because the taxman needs his portion as well because it's a source of income, that's going to change now because I'm able to earn 12,000 and just over 12,500 UK pounds before the taxman can start taking any off me. At the moment, depends what Rachel from accounts sorts with that one. Anyways, so at the moment I had been paying taxes, but now we've finished work and I'm not earning near the threshold at the moment, then I don't know where the future's going to go with it, to be honest. It's doing quite well at the moment. Sort of, if you want to flick over, I'll leave a description in the box below. If any of you have koi ponds or fish ponds and you're interested to see what the content of that is. So these is two channels basically that I've got running at the moment that are, and this one, Koi Pond Lifestyle, is actually making me money, whereas this channel yet is quite a new channel and it's still to be developed to get enough people in to watch it to be able to be monetized. The videos take around a couple of days to film. It can take all day to do the editing, but it does take quite a while to get done. So if you equate it down to sort of an hourly rate, it's very little. It's not even minimum wage that I'm earning at the moment. But again, you've got to speculate to accumulate. The next hobby I've been following up on is dog training. I've had my Labrador now for 4 years, and when we first had him, he was a bit of a pain in the bum, to be honest. Yes, I'm talking about you. He was a bit of a pain. Puller, jumper, reactor, the lot. He was just all over the place. Typical young Labrador, because we had him when he was about 18 months old. So I took him to some dog training lessons, and following on from that, the school said, you know, do you want to become a dog trainer? We'll teach you how to do dog training. So I've been training how to be a dog trainer now for the last 3 or 4 years. And I've continued with that as well. So through my retirement, I continue to sort of volunteer at the moment as a dog trainer. I get free dog training lessons for every time I take a class now, so it's kind of a win-win really. You know, it helps them because I'm helping with their numbers. I sort of cover holidays and stuff, and also I get some free training for the bear. And now he's done really good. If you look at some of the film we're doing here, you know, we've managed to get him to do some gun dog training, a little bit more advanced on now he's gone past the sit down and stand and all that kind of stuff. So he's kind of doing really, really well. So I'm kind of wondering what the next stage of dog training is. Do I kind of move on and see if I can get some gun dog training practice done? And we can move on even more then. What? So some other little hobbies and interests that I've got that I already had before I retired, and I said to myself I was going to continue to do because of the fitness side as well. So one of them is cycling. So I went out and bought myself an electric mountain bike a while back, and cracking little machine. You know, the older your legs get, I used to sort of be able to do 30-40 miles on my young legs, and them were gone years ago. But this allows me now to keep getting the miles in and be able to put the effort in, because you can sort of turn them up and turn them back down. You know, if you feel like you've got a little bit more fitness levels you want to do, turn it down. It doesn't help you as much. You still have to cycle. It's only pedal assist. So the cycling is going to continue all the way through now and get as much cycling in as I can. Enduro riding as well. I started enduro riding about 12 months ago. In fact, to be honest, I've always owned a motorbike, but I used to have a lot of road bikes, and I thought one day these, I'm not going to make it on one of these. So you of course you stick to the speed limit, obviously. So I ended up getting myself an enduro motorbike, and I go out with friends every now and again. The last time I went down to Wales, and well, we had a full day down there. I was cream crackered. When we were done, completely wasted, and ended up with a torn rotator cuff in my shoulder. So, obviously with sports or with things like that, I've got to be careful on, you know, I'm not as young as I used to be, obviously, but I've got to be careful now with what I do, because I don't seem to mend as quick as, or bounce as best, or bounce as well as I used to. I've got my garden as well, you know, so I've got lots of sort of space in the garden that when I was working, I used to have to rush through at weekends, or when we wanted to go out places. I was like, yeah, but I've got to do stuff in the garden. So I've got time now, at the moment, to do more stuff in the garden as well. So I've just basically just started getting the grass ready, cutting stuff back. We've just done a lot of hedge cutting to bring that into some sort of decent, how it looks a bit better. So there's lots of stuff to do in the garden as well. So outdoors in the fresh air, it's keeping me quite busy, to be honest, which is where I want to be. I'd rather be outside than be indoors. And to be honest, in the first month, I kind of feel like I'm on holiday. Let me try to explain to you. Say for example, when you book a 2-week holiday when I used to work, the first week out of work was I'm on holiday, not thinking about work, going away, doing whatever I'm doing when I'm on holiday for 2 weeks. And on the second week, when you kind of start winding down your holiday, say you're into Monday or Tuesday of the following week, all of a sudden you start thinking about work. What have I been missing? How many emails have I got? What's hit the phone while I've been away? Or what am I going back to? And this sort of like Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, the weekend comes, and you go sort of Saturday, Sunday, oh no, I'm back in work on Monday. And then all of a sudden, click, I'm not in work on Monday. Wow, so I could do something else with my time instead. And that's what I'm finding is like a rolling week. Is I just feel like I'm on holiday, and I'm feeling that next week I should be back at work, when in effect I'm not. So what about the finance side in my first month? Well, to be honest, I spent the first month of retirement living off my final wage from my previous job. So the salary I received, I've just basically divvied that out throughout the month to pay the bills, to sort things in the house, to pay for whatever I need in the first month of retirement. Now, from the second month onwards, I created a little savings account and started putting little bits in there over time to live off until I need to break into any investments, because the financial advisors that I spoke to said the first money you spend, they believed, was the money in my accounts, and it's not very tax efficient, so that money needs spending. The next lot of money I spend then can either be the ISAs or any other kind of investment bundles that I have that are more tax efficient. And then I'll move on to pensions. So I think I'll be able to tell you more next month in the update on questions that people are asking me, like, how much do I need to retire? Because I'll have a better idea then, because after the first month and the last salary runs out and I'm having to start move money around, it'll give me a better idea of how much I need to retire on a monthly basis or even a yearly basis. One thing I'm finding a little bit strange is spending all these years saving money, and now I've got to actually switch it around and get my head around starting to spend the money I've actually saved. So you kind of condition yourself when you're going through your work life of putting little bits away for a rainy day, or for a savings, or for a pension, or to retire, or for whatever you're doing. And then when you actually hit that time, when it's time to start spending the savings, getting your head around, right, I've got all this money in there now and I need to start spending it. So all of a sudden you become a little self-appointed accountant, allocating cash from different areas to be able to live on. And again, I'll know more on this next month when that starts coming to fruition. So, month 2 has now completed as a retired person. Am I enjoying it? Other people's attitude, very interesting. Ex-work colleagues, friends, long-term friends, friends you've just made, people you know, family. Decided to book myself a holiday this year. We're going to go away to Poland. Never been to Poland before. So you can see if you're thinking about retiring, or you're unsure about retiring, or you want to know what other people are doing while they're retiring, or it may even give you some ideas of what to do if you've retired already. And if you're interested in the other channel, the Koi Pond channel, then I'll leave it in the description below, as I said earlier. So thanks very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please click the like, subscribe, ding the bell for notifications, because these videos will be coming out on a monthly basis for the first 12 months of my retirement. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next month.